the weather just gets shittier and shittier. Another day in the rain. It is cold as hell. It is windy as hell. But today, we're at a lit drift event. We're at LZ MFG's first event of the season. Kern County, Bakersfield. Terrible weather, cold as hell. But hopefully we see some pretty cool drifting. And we're gonna check out the show car section first, so just stay tuned. But I'm like super confused, so they already got me for like $60 for a ticket. And I just walked in here and no one even asked for my ticket, scanned it, anything. Just walked right in, no one asked anything. So for that, I didn't even have to get the ticket. For $60, I could have just kept that in my pocket. But whatever. So we got, hopefully find some fire ass cars. Probably one of the first cars we've seen. Wide body, super crispy JZX. Now I gotta remind you, it's raining out here for the last 2-3 days, so all the cars we're gonna see are most likely gonna be dirty, but it is what it is.
This car here is our XL
Montana plated. We gotta get with that program. That's a Swindle right there. Pretty sick car though. Crazy seeing this color in person for the first time.
Yeah, that thing's massive. I used to have the towel where it's basically about, you know, this is so good. Yeah, that's a lot of, yeah.
Nah, I know I'm not going crazy. We definitely seen this one the other day at the Irwindale meet or Hot Pit Auto Fest.
Welcome to Paradise Ring. It is
whatever you want to call it. But this is, it's in one of the clips in the last videos. Pretty sick build. I ain't gonna lie, this is sick. I love the tail lights on these, like little Legos.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best. Why not?
Another super clean GTT, but a 4-door. I love these cars, man. I think R34s might be my favorite out of all of them. R32 is pretty cool too. R33 is pretty cool, but the 34, crispy. Even if it's a GTT, we always gotta show love. These cars are just like so timeless, bro. This body style is sick. R34s just might be the best one. I ain't gonna lie. Something about these E36s has just been growing on me. Its body style is timeless. E46s are cool, but this one's pretty sick too. It's covered right now, but there's a full LS under there. Thank you, appreciate that. Super crispy, and they got the big supercharger. Yeah, nice color on this Miata, I ain't gonna lie. Fitment on point too. Not sure where his mirror's at, but
These are worth more. I mean, I got those.
one crispy IS300 right here. I don't know if you guys been seeing, but there's a few videos now of like a couple companies making K-swap kits for these cars. So there's already like 1 or 2 out here that I've seen in LA, but if I had one, K-swap the world. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, fun and games are over. Event started. Time to dive in and show you guys what we got here.
Yeah, it goes to show that that's a both almost over rotating in the fantasy battle. So as judges, which we will be switching into our mode with Sean and Jason.
Over and it was done.
To the final 4 into the semifinals is Nate Hamilton. Nate Hamilton gets the win. Pretty obvious decision if you're watching on. Performance from him. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a small break. We have a decision, Cerise, and going through to the final 4 is Luke Fink. Luke Fink gets the win, goes through to the final 4, and it all came down to that first one. I think what happened was to be honest, Matt's brave. He does a really snappy transition. The problem is that Fink is on the outer line. That's the wet line. So he's slower naturally, not by any fault of his own. All of a sudden, Matt Field goes into the really dry inner line, and he's picking up major pace. And he's got a decision to make. He either stops drifting or he hits Fink. So he decides what Matt Field would do is he hits Fink, but he hits his front wheel, hits his door, hits his rear wheel. They could have probably stayed in it, but when he hit his front wheel. Guys, get up from that. Out there because you see the we're gonna have to have a little talk about this one. There was a couple of them. The winner is Odie Bakshis. Odie Bakshis gets the win and goes through. And when we look back at the replays, it's an easy, for us it's basically Sean's lead run. He misses 5 to 6 of the clipping zones on the track, and there was errors from Sean and Odie across both runs. But if you look at the lead runs, Odie gets every zone, but he makes a little bit of an error towards the last corner. But it's very hard to have a good chase, Jacob, when the lead car is kind of cutting through the track and not going to the outer zones. Expensive tires off an expensive car and trying to get $2,000 on the track. First stop of the LT World Tour here in Curran Raceway between Nate Hamilton and Dylan Hughes. We've had a tough talk on it, but we have a winner, and going through to the final is Dylan Hughes. Dylan Hughes gets the win and goes through to the final. Look, tough call. I'll tell you what, this is what it all comes down to. There's a bump from Dylan. Nate deals with it, and it's not a heavy enough bump that it puts Nate off the track. Is it a deduction for Hughes? Yes, but it's a minor one because he has so much aggression and proximity throughout the rest of the course. Dylan's lead run was sensational, absolutely remarkable. So when you look at Nate's chase, he has 2 moments where he gets close.
this and understand.
Will be Odie Bakshis. Odie Bakshis gets the win and goes to the final. And you guys probably saw it, the two judges, Sean and Jason, would be the same thing. Up until that point where he hit Odie, Luke Fink had that battle in the bag, no questions asked. That was the best chase run of the day. But that's what happens when you get that aggressive and that dominant, that you can make one little error. He just hit the front of Odie's car, he took the wheel, and you can see Odie's hand jump off the wheel, so he lost control. And again, that's handed the win to Odie Bakshis, putting him into the final against Dylan Hughes. And as you see Nate Hamilton is that to go here in Current Raceway before severe as well. He's got to go for this. And it's exactly I'll see you down
was applied. What are you thinking?
Well, we have a decision. It's for third step on the podium. This time it is a decisive winner. Taking third step is Luke Fink. Luke Fink gets the win. Luke Fink gets the win, takes third step on the podium, and totally well deserved, Jacob. Let's be honest. It was exactly what we wanted to see. Yeah, clean lead, clean chase. We were just discussing that the best lead driver of the entire weekend was Nate Hamilton, and the best chase driver of the weekend has been Luke Fink. And the reason that Luke is so good in that battle is because of Nate. He gave him such a crazy run to run with. But again, you give the Australian man that much room and that much precision, he'll be able to do it. That was, you think about it. I hate to say I told you so, but this is exactly what I meant, is that Odie up to that point has this one in the bag. He wants to stop one.
I'm so glad that you guys ran it one more time because that was absolutely worth the show. The first go at it was a little hard to tell, yes, but I think that we have a bit more technical reassurance here in this one more time. We have Luke Fink joining us, and we have Adam LZ coming on track now to give these awards. Now we still have to make one decision. I see some of you guys are waiting.
So before we get to the winner, we're going to go and give them the worst wait of all time of another 30 seconds, because we're going to give the third place trophy to Luke Fink. Luke Fink all the way from Australia taking third step on the podium. Guys, give it up. Luke putting in some amazing runs all weekend, and we're going to give him this trophy because he deserves it. Guys, give it up for Luke Fink, definitely the chase run of the weekend in that blue Corvette, or whatever's left of it at this stage. An amazing job from Luke Fink. He always puts on a great show. And that brings us to the last decision of the night. And the winner of Stop 1 of the LZ World Tour here in Current Raceway is a Formula Drift driver. And it is Dylan Hughes. Dylan Hughes gets the win. Bocce's taking second place on the podium, and I think it was an obvious one in the end. It had to go one more time, but Dylan held his nerve. Odie took half of his car off. It was very entertaining. Dylan Hughes wins the first stop of a 4-stop LZ World Tour around the world. And what a phenomenal, look at that for a trophy from Kansai Wheels. That's the coolest trophy I've ever seen. They even powder coated them in gold and silver and bronze. Amazing, right? What an amazing weekend. There are your 3 finalists. Luke Fink, Odie Bocce's in second place, and your winner, Dylan Hughes. This has been an amazing weekend, Jacob. I've had an absolute blast. I hope you've had a blast as well. I hope you guys watching have had a blast, because this is just for fun. This is a series that didn't even exist like 2.
And that's gonna do it for today, man. It's been a great event. Met a few cool people, seen a whole bunch of fire ass cars, so I ain't gonna complain. But I don't know if you could tell by my voice or how I look, it's fucking cold out here, bruh. I ain't even gonna lie, like all that rain earlier really brought the temperature down. So now I'm just sitting here fucking freezing, but it is what it is. You already know. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Peace.